is here too. So yay!
That's very unique. This meeting is very unique, Carla.
This is a funny story because I thought Galungang it was on Monday because I read I think Ron on WhatsApp and I came on Monday yesterday and it's tomorrow. So happy to celebrate it here with Bayana and people that are around here. So if you are here, I will stay for Galungang and you want if you want to say hi or you want to grab a coffee or something, I'm in.
Okay. I think we can start the all hands
Awesome.
session. All right. Carla, welcome again. So actually, I've been looking through your journey on LinkedIn. Before we go into the Q&A session, could you share a bit about your journey?
Yes, of course. So first of all, thank you very much for having me today. It's an honor and a pleasure to just share a bit of my journey, and I will explain a bit the last 5 years, more or less. I was working in Clearpay, that is an Australian company, but based in Barcelona, Spain, as a head of relationship management. I started as a really junior account manager, and then after some years, I came to be the head of relationship for not only Spain accounts, also Italian, France, and the UK. At that time, it was not ClearPay; it was a company called Paga Más Tarde, and then we got acquired by ClearPay. So it was including a new market as the UK one. It was really awesome. I was managing the relationships with companies that with e-commerce in different sectors, and I learned a lot about different sectors like retail, from retail to technology to fashion. So it was awesome. And then the product itself was a buy now, pay later product. So in 2021, after the pandemic hits, I decided to launch my own startup. It was similar to Clearpay, but with a different twist. It was a B2B payments. Um, so yeah, I raised some money. I didn't know anything about startups at that time. So I did a master degree and I won a scholarship to go to UC Berkeley in California. So I think you have met Mark, for example, or Ken Singer. That they're those of my mentors currently. And through Ken Singer, I met Jing. So that's why maybe I'm here. Calte was awesome journey because we raised pre-seed money from investors and we passed through incubators around the world. Also SkyDeck in California, so that was awesome. However, the team, the founding team, one of my founders, the CTO, decided to quit because he needs more money. He wants to get married and buy a house and these kind of things to settle down. So he was looking for like a job and he left. So that's why I changed. I pivot to Carlota. Carlota was a SaaS for SMBs, so they can manage their own data. We were based on wholesalers and restaurants. That was awesome. So back in December 2024, I finished, I closed my company and then I started working in different startups as a consultant, as operations, more in the strategy part, and also like a chief staff. So chief staff is like the I will say like the person that it's the CEO when the CEO is not there. So it's kind of a really challenging um, job role. And also, I launched my podcast this year in January, so you can go and follow us in and learn Spanish. because it's full in Spanish. There is a lot of entrepreneurship podcasts in English, so I wanted to do for Spanish speakers. So um, it's there.
Okay, nice. What that's a wonderful journey. Okay, I think we can go next to the Q&A session. Okay, for the first question, across all your founder or operator roles, what systemic mistake do company most often overlooking during early growth?
Well, this is a really question, really good question. I think we made a lot of mistakes. Um, I think the systematic one is to not have enough patience so things can work. Like so for example, if you want to launch a product, you need some times of adoption of the product or to meet clients. And I think founders, we are like anxious to build stuff to make things happen really fast than other people. And we have small patience, so I would say that. Yeah, I would say that. And not focus on the first client, not to have like a first paying client on your platform. So they're the two, what I say.
Yes, so rushing is not a good decision because there may be issue coming if we rushing things.
Yes, sometimes we need pause
Mm,
and calm.
okay. Okay, we can move to the second question. What communication practice create the biggest difference in keeping teams synchronized during fast change or pivots?
As what helps me every day is to have really clear the mission and the vision are on all the company. So everyone knows where the North Star and where we want to get. So everyone is responsible, or I think that everyone is responsible for each role and for each goals, so they can meet in that finish point. So for me, it's not forgetting the mission and the vision. And if that change, like again, sitting with everyone or trying to everyone have this in mind, like okay, this change. So this is the next North Star that we are following. So yeah, I think that's big difference.
Mm, okay, so a clear goal and a consistent communication seems to provide this team a structured team needs when we need to move quickly without losing alignment. Mm.
Yes. And if you have any question, I don't know, you can pop it in the chat and I can answer if you want to follow up in any topic.
Yeah, yeah. When there's time, we will open a Q&A to the attendance. Okay, we move
Cool.
to the third and the last question. I saw on your LinkedIn you said you have reduced decision cycle from 6 weeks to 2 weeks. What a mindset shift makes that possible for most teams?
Yeah. For me, it's not enough to have clear goals. It's also to have successful um, KPIs. So indicators of what exactly we need to get in order to say that a goal is met. So in that case, like for example, if you have like a really good clear statement of a goal, that's good. But you also need when that goal will be successful, when we hit first customer paying for the first 3 months and using the platform 1 hour per day, and like really clear indicators to meet that goal. It's not enough just to have like an OKR or a goal. You need to understand 100% what exactly is that you meet that goal. So in that sense, you reduce the time when you need to operate because you are really focused on what you want to get, right? It's not the same when you go, okay, I'll go to the supermarket to buy some veggies. Um, okay, okay, it's a goal. But if you have like, okay, I need 2 onions, 1 garlic, 2 apples, and 3 ripe avocados. Okay, so that's you will go, and the time that you are going to spend in the supermarket will be less because you're not going to think what exactly do you need or what do you want. You already know before leaving the house what exactly you need to get back, right? So that's why your decision cycles reduce from 6 to 2 weeks, or that also can help you in your daily life, right? Where you can just think exactly what I need to get in order to meet my goal.
Okay, so the teams will move faster when the KPI are clear.
Yep.
Yeah, when the KPI clear, it will reduce the fear also of making mistake and also give the team the confidence to take action. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So that is the last question. So if you guys have a question, you can raise your hand. If you guys have a question for Carla, please raise your hand. Okay. The first one is Kak Farkon.
Hi Carla, we've met before.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us as the speaker today. Contrary to what Ganesh have asked you, really serious questions, I would like to ask a bit of more leisure and also relaxing question. Since this is your first time here in Bali, I would like to know what places that have you visited and what impresses you the most.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Furkan. I think Bali, it's just beautiful, and I got the recommendation to go to Kintamani and see Batur with my own eyes and walking around. It was awesome. I think that view makes me to stay longer here. So that's why I extend my visa. So I will stay until December. When I saw that, I was like, of course, why I'm not going to stay longer here? It's crazy not to be in Bali or be in Bali just for a few weeks. So yes, you will see me around longer.
That's perfect. So Kintamani, yeah.
Yes, I think Kitamani is the best. And also mango. I don't remember the name of the mango that you have here that it's so sweet and it's the tasteful. You say I know that you asked for the visit place, but for me it's like, yeah, mango. It's a good here. Back in my country, I'm from Venezuela. It's really similar weather, so it's tropical. We have almost same fruits and vegetables and so on. But the mango here, it's awesome. It's wow, an extra level, close to God.
Oh, that's interesting. All right. Okay. I think had around as aside of Kintamani, is there any place that you have been what is it called? You've been wanting to visit further in your list?
Yes, I have a real extensive list on my Google Maps because I've been asking recommendations also from some of your teams from this team and a lot of things. So I want to go to Lembar. I have a lot of things here that I can share with you. But yeah, like Karimun Hawa.
Oh,
Yeah, Yogyakarta, um, close to Papua Guinea. It was something else again, like Papua. So yes, I have a lot of things where I want to go. Rajampat. So yes, I think it's like a beautiful country to visit. So If you have any recommendations, just pop it. Yes.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you very much, Carla. And that's my question. Back to Ganesh.
Okay,
Thank you
thanks,
for the kind.
Capricorn. Okay, for the next, there's Kyla.
Hi, Carla.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Carla. I work in the upper funnel team as a business development researcher. I'm actually curious. You mentioned on your first Q&A that one of the mistakes startup often make is not exactly having the patience, right, to see the result. So basically, every effort needs to be nurtured, carefully managed to truly understand the impact. However, I do have a concern. So while patience is crucial, how do you actually determine when something is just not working and it's time to pivot to the next best thing? Maybe based on your experience, have you had anything that signals to you, okay, this isn't working. I need to move on now.
I,
Anything?
I think that's a great question, Kayla. Kayla? Kayla.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, Kayla. Thank you very much for your question because it's so hard, I think, when you're a founder and you're building something, if you are in the good path or in the wrong path, right? So for me, you have different things that you can check. You can check the market. You can check if you are doing a really good go-to-market campaign. If your product is useful, you can have some how can I say, like Hotmart and this KPIs on your. This is about tech also. I'm not an expert on any other thing that is not tech, like software or fintechs or something that it involves technology. So, for example, if you go to like a really simple case, for example, if I want to do Barbary, so Barbary needs time, so to be known, to have reviews, to have like it depends on the weather. If it's raining season, maybe you are going to have less customers, so you need to wait until the dry season. So this kind of mindset helps me to understand that behind the technology there are also people. So just trying to have like a common sense when you develop something, how long it will take to my mom or to my brother-in-law, whatever, like a real person to understand what I'm building. I understand that this is maybe for data scientists, so data scientists will be faster. However, like if I need to explain this to my mom and she needs to explain it to her friends, how long or how many conversations should we she will need to get this. Why I'm using like a daily and basic examples, right? Because you can go to a theory and you will see that you have a lot of indicators where you can check and like check if this is not working, this is not working, this is not working. But sometimes I think we forget that behind the screen it's a person that has a relationship. I have friends that like social life or not, or they go to the gym, or they like to wake up at 5 a.m. And at the end there is a person behind the scene, and you need to think like how long it will take to that person to reach you out, to use your product, to understand, to solve the problem. And sometimes we think with AI also everything is so fast. I can build something in 4 hours. That doesn't mean that someone is going to use it in less than 4 hours, right? Um, so indicators you can check. For me, that helped me is to understand how long it will take someone to my IPC, to my deal customer, to understand and solve this problem and trust in my technology. Because, okay, my technology will solve this in 2 hours, but that person doesn't have any trust because no one of their friends is using it, or maybe it's too new, or I don't see any people talking about this. I don't see in any event. It seems like a new stuff, right? So sometimes For me, in this case, I would like to think that there's a normal person that is want to solve this problem, and it's not priority. Their priority is their mom that is sick, that the kid it's not going to school because he's I don't know, he doesn't want to and whatever. So okay, so how long it will take, and to see that's for me that's the launch part. When you are doing an MVP or you are building something in the early stage. However, when you are growing, you have indicators like if you can search on your own data and say like, okay, so to get the first 10 customers, I got like into 1 month, the next 20 was like 2 weeks, and the next 50 was 1 week. So I think in 1 week we can go and grow to 100 because we can pay to advertisement and whatever, right? Or we can change the onboarding phase, and then you can start adjusting your product or your go-to-market strategy or the market that you are targeting. So yes, it depends on the stage that you are, but I like to be in the MVP phase in the earliest part of the startups. So I just want to say that we need to be patient. I don't know if I answered your question, Kayla.
The actual answer. So basically, anomaly can happen. We can stray from expectations, but we can actually make a target according to past patterns to see or decide whether we're going to continue doing this or are we going to give it some more time. So it's actually, I think that's good. And that makes sense for what I'm currently doing. Thank you, Carla.
And also it depends on how much money you have in your bank account.
Definitely that. The company's money, right?
So for me, there's the two things. If you want to keep doing it or not, one is how much money do you have your bank account, or if you need
Yeah.
a job or whatever. And the other one is because you have like a regulation or something or you're not getting any customer. It depends on your sector, because if it's healthcare, you will need at least 5 years on development phase, right? So you need to have a lot of patience. But if you are doing something for influencers, maybe in 1 week you will have your answer, right? So yeah, it depends on that. We can go deep in your idea or what are you building, but yes, it's how much money you have at the end in your bank account. So just be patient, because I think if this idea doesn't go well, you can have a job or an income or whatever, and then you try it again. And if you see like the problem and the people wants to solve it, uh, it's going to be or that product or a next one or evolving product. So for me, I'm thinking about this because I built Carlota like 3 years ago or something like that, and it ends. We launched for 15 SMBs that they process more than 8 million euros by themselves. So it was like nice. I start having like good signals that they were using the platform. They like it. I have like chats with them, but at the end, when they have to pay, they didn't. Right. So that's a signal, of course, because my money, my cash flow, it's reducing more. If that helps me to extend my cash flow, that's awesome. You are in there, you got it, right? But before that, you have a lot of hypotheses and you don't know where to go. And sometimes it takes more time to get the paying customer. However, I'm saying this because after a year not working anymore in Carlota, I got I saw on LinkedIn post from a guy that I interviewed them. We were talking about Carlota, but that they were not ready at that time, and they were looking for a platform similar, like another platform, right? The problem was other. So I went and in Kintamani, I got my computer and I started coding, Vibe coding,
Sorry, Carla.
and Yes.
We still have one last question, so you might keep your answer
Yes,
conscious
sure.
due to the
Yeah, yeah.
limited time. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
So I did thank you for the heads up. Um I did in 3 days a new MVP with the knowledge that that I have with Carlota, and I send them. So now I got like a really good offer to implement that stand that potential stand in my cash flow. So it's like I just need 1 year pause from my previous company, same sector, same user persona, but different product. So yeah, life is long.
Okay, thank you, Kak Kayla, for the question, and Carla for the answer. For the last question from Kak Nadia.
Okay. Hola, Carla. ¿Qué tal? I hope you still remember
Hello.
me.
Yes, of
LinkedIn.
course.
Yeah, actually, I just like to keep it short. So I check your LinkedIn that you like to study a lot. I saw it, and you study in La Salle, Barcelona, Valencia, and also I think you studies a lot of entrepreneurship studies as well. So I'm wondering, like, what actually triggers you, or what makes you so passionate about entrepreneurship? And is there, like, being in Bali right now, is there anything that you see in Bali that triggers your entrepreneurship, skill? That, oh, I want to build something here in Bali. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you for checking my profile. So good. And yes, of course, I remember I have all the Vietnam list of things over Tuesday. So yes, it's on my to-do list to go to Vietnam too. Um, so yes, I study a lot. I've been studying entrepreneurship for the last, I don't know, almost 8 years. And in different uh, countries and cities: Boston, California, Spain, Latin America, and Canada. And I'm really passionate about it because I feel like with entrepreneurs, we can make a better world for everyone. And sometimes you can do like only better work for you. And yes, I think it's like, what exactly is the formula to get into where Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or any person it's there. It's not in the books, but at least it's to understand what is the theory behind that. Um, yeah, and I forgot the other part of the question.
Ah,
Sorry.
the second question was like being in Bali right now. Is there anything that you see
Yes,
in
Bali.
Bali
Yeah,
that
exactly.
triggers you?
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
sorry, guys. The time is up.
Yes, I will. I will wrap up this in 30 seconds.
Okay,
I
okay.
think Bali has so many things to improve and to develop, and you have a lot of things where you can export to different countries. For example, today I was in the market and I saw where you can. It's like a stick with meat. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of that, but you can put some carbon, like the metal that it's there. I think if you sell that into Latin American countries, you are going to be rich. Like, it's so useful because it's small, it's easy to cook, and then you can do satay. Yes, yes. And these kind of things, I see that with the tools that you have here, you have been built a lot of things that are awesome, and you can export that. And also you have a lot of nature, and you can bring technology from outside to develop here. So yes, of course, you have a lot of things that you can develop here. Indonesia, for me, it's like a really rich and wealthy country. So yes, you just need to find a piece there. So congratulations for have this country. I love it.
Okay, Carla, thank you for the answer. Once again, thank you, Carla, for sharing your experience and insight with us today. We really appreciate your time, and you are more than welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting. But also, feel free to leave anytime if you need to.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions and you want to follow up, you can find me on LinkedIn and talk about opportunities in Bali or whatever. I'm open. Okay. And thank you for having me. I hope you have a nice day.
Thank you, Carla. Okay, for the next session, for the vision mission statement, I will pass it to Mas Ghani.
Okay, morning everyone. Thank you, Ganesh. Okay, so today is a vision and mission statement. So I will open the Q&A session. You guys can ask me a question, relaxed question, yeah. So we can answer it in the limited time. You guys can ask me anything, my journey in here or my hobbies. Ini mulai. Okay, first, let's go, Nadia.
Okay, simple leisure question then. How do you balance your work schedule and also your sport activity?
Anjay. Okay, good question. How to balance work and other activity? Yeah. So it's start with discipline first. Discipline meaning that knowing your limit and your apa namanya? Apa sih namanya? Commitment. So for example, wake up at 5 p.m. then you need to be disciplined at that time. Start online at 30 minutes before MSM meeting, then you need to discipline on that. And finish at 5 p.m. WIP and discipline on that. So first discipline on your time first, and then you can balance the others. I always set the time to be disciplined. So yeah, everything seems on balance. Jawab nggak sih? Simple ya? Good ya? Anjay. Okay. Next question. Fasya. Silakan Fasya.
Okay, Mas, good morning.
Morning, Fasya.
How do you balance, well, bukan balance sih lebih tepatnya. What is your training regimen?
Training regimen. Huh?
Yes, I see that you have achieved this tremendous physical feat this week. How is your training regimen?
Okay, it has been take a long journey to get into this position. So one of things that make me a fuel atau bahan bakar for us get the hard training is to release stress. So yeah, as we got stress at work, so we need to release it. Weekend is a good time to so train hard, then make sweat. So it is release an endorphin as well. So that's basically my fuel. When you have a what's called a dream or a challenge or a race, a dream race, then you will have a training session for that. So for example, and in Jogja there is a lot of event, a lot of races that open for public. Everyone can join. So I will join one of them, and once I register, then I need to have my training schedule. So I need to be disciplined on that as well. So next 2 months I have a big race. So start from today, every weekend I need to train. So and then the race, it's easier for me to achieve that. Thank you, Pasha, for the question. 2 minutes left. Okay. Any other question? Vidi, waduh, Vidi. Aduh,
Okay, this question is more on the business side, but I'm wondering if we have any knowledge whether we're still ahead of our competitors, or how far are we ahead of our competitors right now, or are we even ahead at all?
Oof, that's tough question, Vidi, because it requires a research, right? It requires research how our competitors doing, how is the market doing. So I cannot answer that question right now, Vidi, but we might need to do research first, especially perhaps a simple on the Airbnb market research, seeing others competitor doing and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't have clear answer for that yet, PD. Thank you. PD. Any other question? Gray, please. Gray, yes.
Ya,
One.
gede-gede. Halo Mas Ghani, ini leisure question. Then what is the race or competition that you want to attend, either in Indonesia or outside the country?
Okay, thank you, Gray, for the question. The nearest race is, I think, on the early December. It's on basically race running through Mount Lawu and Karanganyar. So we need to race to achieve the top and then circle around and then go back. So it is on the early December. Thank you for the question, Gray. Okay. I think time is up. 6 hours ago. Yes. Bang Adi,
Thank you,
correct.
Mas Ghani, for answering all the question. For the next session, I'll pass it to Queen.
Okay, thank you, Kak Ganesh. So let's continue our agenda today. Please share the screen, Kak Ganesh. Okay. To begin, we will move to our hospitality and revenue semester achievement update. So I would like to invite Mas Hafiz to share the report.
Okay, Rama, 4 minutes. Yeah. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So just I think you guys already know that this is the new property on board that just launched on 8 November. This is Valencia. We already see the announcement coming from Vita. So this property already received, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 booking and 1 5-star review, and keep up the good work. So we can make this property to the more of the potential of the property. Maximize it. Okay, next. So this is the semester 8 target. The revenue target is 3,120,000 USD. And hospitality target 87% 5-star rating. Print target 170,000 USD. Next. And this is the update for hospitality target achievement. For the accuracy pump up a little bit by 0.2%. Next. Check-in, unfortunately, slightly decreased by 0.1%. Next. Cleanliness got an increase by 0.2%. Next. Communication, this is the only metric that got decreased by quite huge by 0.9%. Next. Location got a stagnant progress coming compared to the last week by 75.5%. Next. And value got a stagnant progress as well compared to the last week. Next. And what about the overall quality for the semester? We are lacking 0.3% to achieve the 87% 5-star ratings for the semester, yeah, on the second month. Next. So, okay. So what about the data that we got last week. So coming from the Airbnb, the latest date shown on the Airbnb Inside Report for today, today's review is November 15. So I will show the data in range maximum until November 15 only, just following the Airbnb updates. Next. So this is the daily review page we received. You guys can check it on the review dashboard on the Data Vista. So in a glance, we can see that the review we received on the 15th November is got decreased. And next. And so this is the okay. So this is the non-5-star review that we received last week. You guys can check it on the deck. Next. And this is the summary of the non-5-star review. Next. And even though we got many bad review, however, we can still manage to get a huge bump up by deactivate the El Cabana and Prada NAP, especially for the hot tub square listing, because there is a recurring issues, and for El Cabana because the owner haven't taken any action to fix the issues as well. Next, I'll pass it to Furkon.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Hafiz. I will be quick. So let's move on into the next slide. I would like to inform that there is a churn in the past 1 week from El Cabana Ungasan. Despite our effort to encourage partners to improvement, and we have done within our workflow, the partner still would like to offboard and initiate the call first. And at the meeting with the partner actually understands that this is not Bukit Vista's fault. We have done our operational at best. It is part of the design issue combined with the location issue that actually making severe bad reviews, including the hot or warm room condition within El Cabana itself. So, however, it is still counted as churn as partner calls for offboard first. Let's move on into the next slide. Onto the revenue target achievements, we are finally crossing our 1 million milestone. To be exact, at 1,098,000 USD. We still have around 3.5 months to achieve our revenue target at 3.1 mil USD. So that's it. That's it, the report. Thank you very much, Rama. Sorry. Thank you very much, Queen. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Mas Hafiz and Capricorn for the updates. Now we'll move on to weekly mission inspiration.
Okay.
Sorry. Go to company team target and achievement first. Okay.
Okay.
What is
I will be quick again. So this is our progress so far onto the coming to the third week of November. So our current achievement at revenue is at 350,000 USD, accounting around 72% of the progress. Our 5-star percentage is already passing for the achievement. However, this is not a signal to slow down. There is still time for the hospitality target to fluctuate ups and downs. So this needs to be at least maintained. For brand target, it has been announced about the offboarding. So it has passed the budget for this month. For the starting revenue target for December, we are currently at 170,000 USD, accounting around 51% of the progress. Okay, so with around 12 days left in November, this is opportunities that we have so far. We managed to have 58% occupancy with 4 14% expired dates, 3% maintenance, and also 2% owner usage. We still have 23% nights available to achieve the target in November. So that's the report. Back to you again, Queen.
Okay, thank you, Kak Furqan. So we're moving on to the weekly mission inspiration. Okay. Now let's hear the innovation from Kak Reza.
Okay, thank you, Patrick. So this is the progress of Budi development, especially for assistant sales entry. So for now, Budi is already complete some feature, including like expectation setting outside working hour, expectation setting during working hour, and automatic leads identification, fast routing to appropriate team member. So with this implementation, our sales process become more efficient and maintain stronger leads engagement. A more structured, timely response flow also create the better opportunity to quality interaction with prospect, ultimately potentially can supporting revenue growth. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Reza. That's a really solid improvement, yeah. Process becomes like smoother and helps the team engage better. And now let's move to the next session. And since no one filled the core value recognition, let's move to the announcement. Okay. I would like to invite Mas Ghani to share the updates.
Okay, Quinn, thank you, and good morning, everyone. So I'd like to inform you all that as a November 17, Tandy has been terminated from his position due to ongoing challenge with communication, coordination, and inconsistent performance. This decision was made careful consideration to ensure that our team aligned and effective in our operation. Additionally, I have appointed Ganesh as the new property onboarding supervisor. Ganesh will be stepping into this role and will be responsible for leading the onboarding process moving forward. So this situation is a reminder of how crucial transparency and consistent communication within our team. Let's take this as an opportunity to reflect on our processes and continue moving forward. That's my announcement. Back to Queen.
Okay, thank you, Mas Ghani. So hope this transition brings the best outcome from everyone, and missing the new role holders are the best moving forward. Next, let's hear Chief Leaderboard update from Kak Rama.
Okay, thank you, Queen. So we are back again with Shift Leaderboard, and this is the final reset for October to November cycle. So here are the final rankings. So for RM and HR, Revenue Management and Human Resources, both teams are now entering the month 3 in level 2, and Operations is going to enter the second month in level 2. If you guys keeping up the perfect score for the 3 months straight, you will be rewarded with 200,000 ya. And then in level 1, we still have Engineer as the second team with finish with 2 points. This time it was by Kak Robin ya. He was forgot to thumbs up the tech support shift. And for this month, Engineer will still be back in level 1. And for our last place, we still have marketing again for 5 months in a row. And marketing this month placed last with 8 points. Variety coming from Kadi, Mawayana, and other teams member as well. Yeah. So after this, marketing will perform squat and push up 50 times as per usual. Yeah. And before that, what are the next step points? So here are some important updates for everyone. The most important one is that marketing will be divided into BBR team, which will be led by Kak Nadia, which consists of Hanza, Jason, and Wayana. And then the second one is the knowledge team that will be led by Mas Ghani, consists of Weda, Kak Kaila, Kak Ardi, Kak Yosef, and Kak Ganes. So we will have 5 teams in total for the November to December cycle. Okay. So we are going to start the push up and squat for the marketing team. So marketing team, please turn on your camera and let me see your squat and push up position. Ayo, boleh dinyalain kameranya dulu, disiapkan dulu posisinya ya. Nah. Okay, so everyone, udah ready semua? So you guys are ready ya? I will count 1 to 15. So on my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the last one 15. Okay, thank you, marketing team. Please note the changes ya for the next November to December cycle. Thank you, everyone. Back to you, Queen.
Okay, thank you, Kak Rama. Congrats to the team who made it. And let's keep going this month. Now let's move to next session. Next session, personal updates.
Queen, we don't have 7 minutes for personal updates.
Okay.
So yeah, so we are not going to read the personal updates. So you can give the floor to anyone if there's any final announcement, yeah.
Okay. Okay, does anyone have any question or comments regarding today's update? So,
Ram, if there's no one, you can close it, yeah?
okay. And now if no one wants to ask some question or adding some updates, I hand back the session to Kak Ganes.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining the all hands session. And don't forget to fill the personal updates before EOD. And see you on the next all hands. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Dan.